just wish he knew.
May is here, the sun's out mostly. And you know what that means? A fresh batch of incredible mobile games to sink your thumbs into. But this time we are going old school in the best way possible. Forget draining your data plans cause today we are counting down the top 10 new offline games hitting your Android and iOS this month. That's right, pure unadulterated gaming goodness you can enjoy anywhere, anytime. This is Jasper and make sure you are subscribed. Alright then, let's begin. Coming in at number 10, we have Robbery Simulator. Now, the name pretty much spells it out, doesn't it? You play as a budding entrepreneur in the art of acquisition. The game promises a detailed environment where you can plant your haste, case out locations, and execute your transactions. The initial buzz was all about the intricate level design and the various tools at your disposal, from lockpicks to maybe even some more explosive options. However, after spending some time with it, I have to say, while the idea is fantastic, the execution feels a little clunky. The AI of the guards can be a bit inconsistent. Sometimes they are eagle-eyed, other times they seem to be actively practicing their napping skills. The controls can also feel a tad unresponsive in crucial moments, which, let's be honest, in a robbery, precision is key unless your strategy is just to trip over everything and hope for the best. Still, if you have always fantasized about a life of digital larceny and have the patience for a few hiccups, Robbery Simulator might just scratch that itch. Slumbering its way into number 9 is Zombie Harbor. Now, at first glance, you might think, oh, another zombie shooter, how original. And you wouldn't be entirely wrong. In fact, for those of you with a keen eye for mobile zombie games, Zombie Harbor bears a striking resemblance to a certain online title called Zombie State. Yes, the setup, a post-apocalyptic world, hordes of the undead, and you trying to blast your way through, feels familiar. However, Zombie Harbor's key differentiator and the reason it claws its way onto this offline list, it's precisely that it's entirely offline. You get the zombie slaying action without needing to be tethered to the internet. The game tasks you with surviving waves of the undead, upgrading your arsenal, and navigating various apocalyptic environments. While the core gameplay loop of shooting zombies in the face can be satisfying, let's not pretend we haven't seen this formula countless times before. The graphics are adequate and the controllers are functional enough to get the job done. At number 8, we are heading to the great outdoors with a Way of Hunter Wild America. Now, if you are a fan of realistic hunting simulations, this one's been on your radar. Visually, Way of Hunter Wild America is stunning for a mobile title. The environments are lush and detailed, and the animal animations are surprisingly realistic. The emphasis here is definitely on patience and skill. You will need to learn animal behaviors, track their movements, and account for wind direction and noise. It's not a run and gun affair, it's a thoughtful and methodical experience. However, and this is a significant however, the learning curve is steep. This isn't a game you can just pick up and play. It demands dedication and a willingness to spend time learning its nuances. Also, while the vast environments are impressive, traversing them can sometimes feel a little empty. And also, while the graphics quality is great, but the resolution is questionable. Still, for the hardcore hunting simulator enthusiast out there, this offers an unparalleled level of realism on mobile. And folks, don't forget to drop a like on this video right now. Fluttering into the number 7 spot is a kindling forest, and oh boy, does this one have a story to tell. Forget just wandering through some pretty trees, this game drops you into a whimsical world teetering on the brink all thanks to an ancient demon stirring up trouble and threatening the delicate peace. So you step into the nimble shoes of an archer, awakened by the very spirits of the forest to take on this shadowy menace. The game unfolds across 5 beautifully crafted levels, each brimming with unpredictable obstacles that will keep you on your toes. What makes a kindling forest particularly intriguing is its unique mechanic. Arrows are not just for shooting, they are the forest spirits themselves. So you will need to collect these ethereal projectiles to both defend yourself against the demon's precious shards and navigate the environments. Crashing into number 6, it's the sequel we have all been waiting for. Well, some of us. Crashlands 2, the original Crashlands, was a fantastic blend of crafting, survival, and quirky humor, and this sequel promises to amp everything up to 11. So you are once again stranded on a bizarre alien planet, tasked with surviving, building a base, taming alien creatures, and unraveling a new wacky story. So if you loved the original Crashlands, then Crashlands 2 is going to feel like coming home, but with a whole new set of alien furniture and even stranger creatures trying to eat you. The crafting system is deeper, the world is larger and more varied, and the humor is still as sharp and self-aware as ever. The intuitive controls, which were a highlight of the first game, are back and even more refined. My only minor critique is that the sheer amount of stuff to collect and craft can feel a little overwhelming at times. It's a game that rewards dedication, but sometimes you just want to bash some alien heads without having to meticulously gather 17 different types of goo first. Still, for fans of the genre, this is a must-play. Blasting its way into the top 5 is Bramble-bound sci-fi RPG Quest. Hold on to your helmets, folks, cause we are ditching the fairy tale vibes we might have initially thought and diving headfirst into a futuristic offline battle adventure. This isn't just about looking pretty. It's about epic single-player action where sci-fi combat, brain-bending puzzles, and some serious hero upgrades collide. Forget your rusty swords. In Bumblebound, you will be wielding some seriously high-tech weaponry. We are talking energy hammers that can probably dent a small moon, sleek plasma swords for slicing through robotic foes, and powerful tech blasters to vaporize anything that stands in your way. And you will need every bit of that firepower cause Bramblebound throws you into the thick of it against powerful enemies and some truly massive boss battles that look like they will require both skill and strategy to overcome. Galloping into the number 4 spot is Horse-Walled Ride. Now for all you equestrian enthusiasts out there, this is your chance to live out your digital staple dreams. Horse-Walled Ride promises a realistic horse riding and management simulation, allowing you to create for your own horses, train them, participate in competitions, and explore vast environments. Horse-Walled Ride definitely caters to a specific audience, and for that audience, it seems to deliver. The level of detail in horse care and training is impressive, and the environments are genuinely beautiful to explore on horseback. The riding mechanics feel surprisingly fluid for a mobile game. My main reservation, if you are not already a fan of horses, this game might not have enough to draw you in. The gameplay loop, while detailed and engaging for horse lovers, might feel a bit repetitive for others. It's a niche title, but one that seems to nail its target demographic. And folks, now it's time, smash that subscribe button and discover amazing games. Sneaking its way into the number 3 spot is the Schedule Project. Now, this isn't your typical life management simulator, folks. We are diving into the decidedly more unconventional world of empire building. Forget lemonade stands, this game puts you in the shoes of a small-time dealer, navigating the intricate and risky business of Schedule 1 to 5 items. Yes, you heard that right. You'll start from the very bottom, hustling on the streets, learning the ropes, and even cultivating your own products. From there, it's all about strategic sales to a diverse clientele, carefully managing your risk to avoid unwanted attention. But the ambition doesn't stop at street corners. As you gain notoriety and hopefully some cash, you will need to expand your operation. This means getting creative with your finances. Think about money laundering, hiring a loyal or at least reliable workforce, and upgrading your distribution network to reach a wider market. Locking down the number 2 spot is Prison Guard Simulator. Get ready to experience life on the other side of the bars. In Prison Guard Simulator, you take on the role of a correctional officer tasked with maintaining order, managing inmates, and dealing with the daily dramas and potential crises of prison life. Prison Guard Simulator offers a surprisingly immersive and often extensive experience. You will need to manage inmate needs, prevent conflicts, conduct searches, and even deal with riots. The game does a decent job of portraying the complexities and challenges of prison life. However, I did find the controls to be a little cumbersome at times, especially during chaotic simulations. Also, the moral choices presented in the game, while intended to be thought-provoking, can sometimes feel a little black and white. Despite these minor issues, Prison Guard Simulator provides a unique and often gripping gameplay experience that's unlike anything else on this list. Just try to get too attached to any of the residents. And now for our number 1, it's TMNT Shredder's Revenge. This retro-inspired beat-em-up brings back the iconic heroes in a half-shell in a glorious pixel art style reminiscent of the classic arcade games. You can play as the Ninja Turtles and team up to take on Shredders and his Foot Clan. Oh man, the nostalgia is strong with this one. TMNT Shredder's Revenge is a pure shot of adrenaline-fueled, side-scrolling beat-em-up goodness. The pixel art is beautiful, the animations are fluid, and the combat is incredibly satisfying. Each turtle has their own distinct moves and playstyle, adding a layer of depth to the gameplay. So whether you are a long-time TMNT fan or just looking for a fantastic offline experience on your mobile device, this is it. My only complaint is that it makes me wish I had an actual arcade cabinet in my living room again. This game is a must download, no question asked. It's fun, it's frantic, and it's pure turtle power. But wait, there is more. We have got a couple of bonus games that deserve a quick shout out. First up is Inside UFO Escape. This is a clever puzzle adventure game where you find yourself trapped inside a mysterious alien spacecraft and need to use your wits to solve intricate puzzle and escape. The atmosphere is UA and intriguing, and the puzzle design is genuinely challenging. So if you are a fan of escape room style games, this one is definitely worth checking out. And finally, we have the wonderfully bizarre What a Car. Following in the footsteps of What the Golf, this game throws physics-based chaos at you as you control, well, a car with some very conventional abilities. Expect the unexpected, laugh out loud moments, and a whole lot of ridiculousness. It's the perfect game for a quick burst of offline fun and guaranteed to put a smile on your face. And there you have it, folks. So which of these games are you most excited to try? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more mobile gaming goodness. I will see you in the next one. Till then, you can check out this month's new games from here. Thanks for watching and happy gaming.